Who the hell bat-chested Miranda July? It's a true story, I swear to you. I was a snob, even like as a teenager. So we went to the video store, like my parents and I went to the video store. Must have been like 11th grade. My dad picked a movie, probably something with like, you know, Mark Wahlberg on the cover holding a pistol. My mom picked a movie. I don't know what it would have been. Probably like a comedy. And then I picked Me and You and Everyone We Know, because I heard it was a good movie. Is obviously a little arty, of course. That was 2005 or something like that. My mom brings it up every time she sees me. She goes, "Hey, what was that movie? Remember we watched that movie you wanted to rent from Jumbo Video? Where the kid types, 'Let's poop back and forth forever.'" And I'm ready every time. I'm like, yeah, that's Me and You and Everyone We Know. I don't have the heart to tell her. It's a well-respected, like, you know, indie comedy. She's like, I wasn't sure what to think when we saw that. I was like, it's just a movie, you know? We can't, oh, Jesus Christ. Can't be held responsible for the content of every movie I want to see, you know? She's gonna hold you responsible for the rest of your life? Yo, but it's a good movie, though. Like, go check its Rotten Tomatoes score. I bet it's in, like, the 80s. That's pretty good. Okay, go, if you don't like Rotten Tomatoes, go see what it's at on IMDb. I bet it's, like, low 7s. Which is still pretty good. I don't know. But then, like, here's the thing. Movie critics will, like, interface with a movie on its own terms. I'm not saying it's 7.2. There you go. See, what did I tell you? I'm not saying that the critics are always right. But, like, a movie that's out there, critics will try to meet it, like, where it comes to pass. The number one thing that, like, casual movie viewers do is they're like, it's weird. I didn't really get it. Like, when they did this thing that was, like, arty, I thought it was, like, unrealistic. Like, what's up with that? I give it a 0 out of 10. Remember that movie you took me to where it was like in the medieval era, but they somehow have knowledge of the rock band Queen? That movie was so bad. Like, how was Queen supposed to have time traveled or something? I just never really got it. Not that A Knight's Tale is necessarily an art house film. It is Malv's dad's favorite movie. I've told this story so many times, but I still think about it. Like, it was probably October of my freshman year of college. My favorite movie of all time at the time. Well, probably Eternal Sunshine was still my favorite movie, but one of my favorite movies of all time was Evil Dead 2. I found a group of friends and a group of peers that I thought we had, you know, like similar tastes. I said, hey, you guys want to see like one of my favorite movies of all time? Busted out my DVD of Evil Dead 2. And then if you, well, not a good crit. If you've never seen the Evil Dead movies, they're like a little cheesy and they're like B-movie schlock, but it's like on purpose. They do silly things in the movie on purpose because it's fun. The people, I'll admit there's other 17 and 18 year olds, you know, it's not the most media literate group of people on the planet, no offense, chat, but like, I was watching it with this group and they were like Mystery Science Theater 3000ing the movie that already Mystery Science Theater 3000s itself, and I was just dying. And the movie's only like 80 minutes long. It was like the longest 80 minutes of my life. Oh, so then, the tree wraps its limbs around the girl and is like, hey girl, come here for a kiss. And everyone was like, ah, it's so true. That would like never happen in real life. And I'm like, you don't understand. It's Sam Raimi's, it's cinema verite. Curtis, you go back to Spider-Man 1 if you want this Sam Raimi that you, yeah, like, but instead I was just like, okay guys. Yeah, you know, it was pretty funny. That joke you just made was way funnier than, like, the funniest horror comedy ever made. Yeah, you're, like, way funnier than Sam Raimi. And Bruce Campbell. This is why, like, nobody even likes the Evil Dead movies and everybody thinks you're really cool. It makes me sick. Wonder what they're up to now. Probably all hanging out together, talking about that time the weird kid in university made him watch that shitty movie. And then he got really choked up when they started making fun of it. shit makes me sick. Then like 3 years later, same group of people, I played the good, bad, and the ugly for him. Shit starts with a 45-minute shot of just like a man's boot slowly walking out of the frame. This is a little slow. But then there's a little wrinkle to the story I've forgotten, which is that the King Joker, who was making the most fun of Evil Dead 2, she got her comeuppance because we were all watching The Departed, and she tried to pull that shit with The Departed, and everybody like iced her. They gave her no laughter at all, which is the polite way of saying like shut the fuck up. Now I wish honestly I could have had that result with Evil Dead 2, which I mean I like it more than The Departed. They're both good movies. We don't have to fight necessarily, but like at least finally people were like, it's not that appreciated. They said -2 for real. Nobody knew anything back in 2006.